Are you struggling with a service toss that is too inconsistent? Is the toss going to the right in front of you, back or to the left too much? Well, today I will show you how to get a consistent toss every time. Let's start with how you should hold the ball. When you hold the ball, you want to hold it in this line here. Put the ball there and grip it. This is the best way to hold the ball. Don't put the ball in your palm, because then it will roll out and it will spin in the air. You don't want that. Some people put it on the top of the fingers. Problem with that is it's unstable. You have a lot of variation here. So best way is put it on this line. It's more stable here. And then you open it up and release. The best way to hold the ball to get a consistent toss. So now you have learned the best way to hold the ball like this. I will show you how your arm should be to get a consistent toss. What you should focus on is standing with this left foot to the net post over there. Your left arm will travel up 45 degrees towards the net post, and you will release the ball at eye height level or forehead level. So you go from here up and release. So remember, you start here from your left thigh up to eye level. So make sure you don't toss the ball up in the air like this. What you want to do is just lift it slowly up. It's like you're putting a cup of water on top of a shelf without spilling. So you don't go like this to put it on the shelf. So slowly up. Another thing about the left arm, try to make it as straight as possible. Don't over hyperextend. Just relax like this, because if your arm bends, this will happen with the toss. It goes backwards. So to get a consistent straight arm from the thigh to the net post, release at eye height. Another great tip, if you struggle with the wrist here, you can hold it like a cup of water this way and thinking about drinking. So instead of bending your arm, you have to straighten your arm like this, and then you open up. That will make it a lot easier. But I would try this, the classic style, before you do that. Holding it in this line, gripping it, and up, and release. What's also important is when you lift your arm up, don't just stop here like this and serve. Because then your weight will be too much forward. You want your weight on the back foot the whole time, and you want to continue that left arm up, and then you continue. So you go up and continue. That will make sure your body weight is more on the back leg. Some common mistakes I see people do is you start with the left arm over here and then like throw it up. So don't do that. What I also see that is common is to bend the knees and toss or throw, I would say. And the problem with that is when you serve, you want to go up and then you want to bend your knees. So if you bend your knees before you serve, it will be hard to go down again. So avoid that. Just let your arms go up. Another common problem I see is the J toss. That means your left arm goes this way and out. that will make it very inconsistent. So I wouldn't do that. Just make it easy. Left thigh up to the net post. Yes, there are some players that are more sideways, like Federer was. You can do that. The only problem if you do it from the beginning, you might get some problems. It's more difficult. I mean, you should have a basic concepts on all your strokes, but some things are individual. So all the best players have the same contact point, they have the same shoulder tilt, but they might do different things like TFO. He has, yeah, a special swing, but it's for him. It's not something you should copy, but you can copy the main points of the serve that every professional do. Can you practice this toss by yourself? Of course you can. The simplest and best drill is to, when you start here, you go up, and then you want to catch the ball. I'll do one more time. You go up and catch. And try to have your weight still balanced. So up, catch. Please don't do this old drill that you put your racket on the floor and go like this. Do you see what I just did? I stopped here and the ball is like this high. Yes, you can see the coaches doing it because they do the correct way, but when the students are doing it, we just do like this. So as I said, practice on go up, catch it without moving the left arm. Then you will have a perfect toss. So how high should the toss be? Well, if you're this high when you make contact, you want the toss to be around 10-15 centimeters over that top. So what you do then is, when you see the ball on the top, it's a little bit still up there before it goes down. That's when you want to start your swing. So when you go up, release the ball, it's on the top, you want to start this motion. If you do that, you have the same consistency every time. That's the secret to a good serve. Yes, there are some variations when you want to hit a slice serve, topspin serve at the beginning, but like Federer, he had the same toss on every kind of serve. It's more difficult, but what you can do is making the toss go a little bit more like this. It's harder for the opponent to see what kind of serve it is, but your opponent will see if it goes out there or there. That's another tip for the more experienced player, to get your toss more this way instead of this way. But as a beginner, you want, when you first time you practice on a slice serve, yeah, it's better to have it out here. Another great way you can practice with toss is you have a fence and maybe a post over there. So if I know I'm this high, okay, so I almost want the toss to be at the top of the fence. So I stand here and 45 degrees with my left arm, and I want to continue in that path up. So I start here and I continue. Yeah, that was a good one. Yes. So that's another way, great way to practice on the toss. Another great way to practice this toss is to stand more still with your feet on the ground the whole time. So I have done before in other videos. So I stand like this, toss and hit. Because if I lose balance here, let's say like this, then I know something was wrong because I had to catch the ball firstly to the right and to the front. So it's a great way to practice on your toss as well.